Hey Lisa, welcome to the GAC RMHC Golf Classic. Just want to give you an opportunity here to view your swing at regular speed. We'll let that play on through. We'll put you back in your dress position and we'll go ahead and take a look at a few things for you. So while we got you back here in your setup, let's first of all just take a look at your posture. Now your spine's nice and straight and on a slight tilt. Your legs come down into a perfectly unlocked position. You do hold your arms a little bit far out in front of you and then work the club to the ball. So what I'd like to see is just try and let your arms hang down a little bit more naturally. Get your hands a little closer to your thighs, letting the golf club work out to the ball from this vantage point. What that's also going to do, it's going to increase the angle relationship between your arms and the golf club, and this will help you create better hinge in your golf swing. So if we go ahead and keep your spine exactly where it is, keep your legs exactly how they are, we would redefine your starting position, sort of moving you from red, where you're pronating those hands and arms out in front of you a little bit too much, whereby with yellow we'd be hanging your arms a little bit better and letting the club work out to the ball from that vantage point. From here we can also just go ahead and take a look at your alignment. We can see here that your feet are aiming perhaps a little bit out to the right. We carry that out to the fairway. Theoretically, your club face is supposed to run parallel to your feet. Parallel lines on camera would have an appearance to converge. So that means that your club face theoretically is set up right about there. So we are set up into sort of the corner of the body of water there when we're obviously trying to hit the center of the fairway, sort of back in this direction here. Okay, so a little bit improvement with your alignment as well would obviously be a little bit in order. Let's go ahead and do a little split screen comparison here between you and Chella Choi. Other thing I want to take a look at, which typically I would look at if I were working on your golf game, I would look at from a face-on view vantage point, is we need to take a look at your grip. See how your index finger is pointing down the golf club? So this is telling us that right now we don't have a proper grip. I can't really see where your left hand is, but I can tell right now that your right hand is not located on the club correctly, or the same as what we see with Chella Choi, where she's got the golf club in her fingers and she's creating a good trigger finger with her right index finger. So that's very important that we get the hands on the golf club correctly. So that would be something that we would want to take a look at with you. Now, when we bring a golf club back, there's four primary things we want to do. We want to turn the shoulders, so watch your shoulders. We want to extend the arms, so we want to bring the arms, extend them back to us and around our body. So you don't want our arms compressing to our core. As we do that, we want to create good wrist hinge into play. So right now the club head is below and in front of our hands. We want that golf club to get above and behind our hands. You see that? So that golf club follows the red line and it goes above and behind. So again, the club head was situated below and in front. We want it to go above and behind. That's created through doing wrist hinge. And in order to get wrist hinge, we also have to have a proper grip to allow that to happen. Okay? While we create this rotation, extend the arms and create this wrist hinge, we want to create that entire motion about a very stable right leg. And now we're at the top of the backswing. So let's watch you initiate your takeaway here. We see you turn your shoulders and draw your hands back very nicely. So it looks great. Club's coming back on a beautiful swing plane. Little stiff-wristed with the golf club. So we're not really creating enough wrist hinge through this part of the golf swing. Still stiff-wristed, etc. Right here we start to get a little bit of wrist hinge where the club starts working above and behind the hand, so that's great. So by the time we get to the top of the backswing, we do get a little bit of wrist hinge through here. That's great. We get great shoulder rotation and a nice stable right side. Okay, so I like your turn, I like your stability in your right leg. We do need to improve your arm position. We can see that your left arm's sort of across your sternum and not getting up towards the blue-yellow V zone like what we see with Chella Choi with her left arm and her club on the yellow line. So we want to learn how to get your arms up a little bit more and definitely learn how to create more wrist hinge. Wrist hinge does two things for you. On your backswing, it creates more club travel, which will create a longer backswing, which you need. You can see your backswing is a bit abbreviated. So if you learn how to create better wrist hinge, you'll make a longer backswing. The other thing wrist hinge does for you is it allows you to create power. So think about a pitcher throwing a ball. If they didn't cock their wrist, they'd have nothing to snap through at the last second. So because you're not creating enough wrist hinge coming back, you're not going to create enough snap through the golf ball. Okay? So you want to improve the top of your backswing, a little bit more upright, a little bit more wrist hinge. From here, as we create our transition back into the ball, simply want to move our weight from our right foot to our left, and we want to swing the hands. And when we do that, by the time we get back to impact, we want our right heel to be off the ground. Then we want to get up on the toe of our right foot so we can count all the spikes in that shoe. This puts all her weight on her left side. And now we're in a good finish. Her hips are facing the target, shoulders are fully rotated, the hands are high, clubs back in behind us. So that's a pretty simple move. So we're loaded here at the top, we're on our right foot. We're going to move from our right foot to our left. We're going to swing the hands, and we're going to come off our right heel up onto the toe of our right foot. So that's proper footwork that allows us to get through to a good finish. Let's see what you do. So you're swinging your hands, looks great, but you're really sort of staying back on your right foot. So we're not really moving the hips, knees properly to impact. So one of the things I would do is I would teach you how to move to a proper impact position so that you coordinate your upper body, which is doing a pretty good job, and get that lower body working a little bit better with the footwork, the knee work, and the hip work to impact. Okay? Now we can see here at point of impact, your weight's still on your right side. Let's see if you create any footwork on the way through to the finish, and we don't. So see how flat your right foot stays on the ground. Your upper body's wanting to get to a finish. It does, although your hands do need to finish higher. See how your left arm is right against the left side of your body there, right against your rib cage. So finish with your hands higher, but really, really simple here. If you just learn how to create proper footwork in your right foot here, your finishing position is going to look a billion times better, okay? And it's not a difficult move, just learning how to bring that right heel up off the ground, get up on the toe of the right foot. Really not that hard to do, okay? So really when it comes down to your golf swing, I mean, you have some nice athletic qualities happening here. Your hands are working well, you bring them back and you fire them through. Your core works well, you coil, you uncoil. Your upper body wants to get to a finish, but it's restricted because your lower body, the feet don't know what they need to be doing, especially the right foot. So just learn how to create that proper footwork with the right foot, and you'll get to a better finish. And then from there, just ultimately, I don't even care about your golf swing, the arms getting a little bit more upright right now. I care about the wrist hinge, okay? And also maybe in association with a better grip. But definitely learning how to create proper wrist hinge coming back is going to be critical to your golf game. Better wrist hinge, better finish with creating better footwork, and your golf swing will look really different. Okay? Anyways, any point in time you ever want to work on any of these aspects of your golf game, I'm located over at Glen Abbey in Oakville. Be happy to structure a program for you. Also, if you're involved with any golf tournaments at all and you guys are looking for a unique gift to provide your guests, feel free to touch base. I'd be happy to discuss my swing analysis services with you. Okay? Anyways, hope you had a fabulous day, and I hope you enjoyed getting an opportunity to see your swing on video. Take care.